Hey. You like baked potatoes and smashed potatoes and home potatoes and every other kind of potato? He wants to throw his 2 cents in, but he better shut up. Anyway, I've never met a potato I don't like, except I had to go to a restaurant to get potato soup. And then one of the church ladies made potato soup, and I found out that it's not quite as difficult as I thought. So I looked around and tried recipes, and I found one very simple way to start. And I think we can make, I made it the other day and with 4 ingredients, and I think we can kind of improve on it a little bit and add a few more ingredients and make it much better than it was. Even though it was good, I could taste the celery in it the last time. So let me get you a better picture here. As you know, this is for the guinea pigs, so I save potato peels. The rest of it goes in the compost. The original recipe didn't call for carrots, but as I went, I found no reason why it can't have carrot in it. So this time it's going to have carrot in it. When the pig's on his way out, I have to make him a special breakfast with very sliced up peels and pieces of fortified treat, peanut butter to try and get him some protein, and you know. Unfortunately, he can't cure old age, so he's have to enjoy himself for the time he has left by eating good. So the original recipe, when I made it, I could taste the celery. I don't prefer to be able to taste one specific ingredient. I also don't prefer to measure, so see what we can do. And I also don't prefer to fast forward on things. So all I did so far to get ready to do this was get the ingredients out. I have the carrot sitting here. Actually, I can cut. Well, let me see. Make sure I don't want to put more or less. The original recipe told you to cube the potato, peel and cube the potato first, which makes really not a lot of sense because who wants brown potato laying in the pot? Even if you cover it with water, I guess it would work, but you don't know how much water you're going to need. So I'm going to put about a cup of onion. You see those big potatoes laying over there by the sink drain? I was in Aldi's last week and I saw $3 and something for 15 pounds of russet, so I jumped on it. And the only other place I had seen those huge things before was in DJ's, and I bought them once, and I mean, even one of those potatoes, I try not to eat that much for dinner, so I really need to do something like this with potatoes that large. I almost ate the first batch of soup all at once, except Donna kind of encouraged me to save some for later, and then Tuesday is usually when we go to town and have soup with the geezers. Yesterday it was snowy and really crappy, and we weren't going to go to walk dogs, so I saved the rest of the soup till then and had that yesterday afternoon. So, okay. Too bad I ain't much for telling jokes. I could keep you busy while you're waiting. I don't want to tell you anything boring either. Well, there was this guy who went into a bar with an octopus. And he says to the bartender, "I'll bet that my octopus can play any musical instrument. If he can, you provide me with drinks because I'll be entertaining your clients. You know, you keep me drinking and I'll keep the entertainment coming." So they announced this thing, and people come to opening night for the octopus with all kinds of musical instruments. First guy brings a guitar up there, and the octopus messes around with it a tiny bit. Now, that's about a cup of onion. Hopefully I'll remember to come back to the octopus This, unfortunately, is one of those Teflon pans that I really never use, but because, especially for this, you're going to have to stick a potato peeler in there, potato masher in there when it comes, but I'm going to just, you want lumps left in the soup, so it's not going to get mashed too badly, so I'm going to take a chance on that thing. I don't know where the bag is for the leftover onion and the leftover carrot. I like to keep clean as I go, I don't. It'd be really great if I had somebody to clean the kitchen when I was finished, but since I don't, I clean up as I go. Now for the celery. This is one of those, you know, tips from Martha Stewart or online or whatever. Take the celery, cut the end off there, take it apart, put it in water, and it stays. You can hear the crunch from there, I'm sure. It stays nice and crisp for quite some time. This is the older one. I bought a new one last week, and this is the one from the last shopping in the beginning of the month, like December 2nd, and today's the 18th, and the thing is still as crispy as you hear. So anyway, the guy with the octopus is in the bar, and the first guy brings up a guitar, and the octopus checks it out and starts playing almost immediately. And he was playing damn good. So, you know, the owner of the octopus got his beverage, and people thought it was really great, and they told their friends about it, and the place kept getting, you know, more people came the next time, and more instruments, so somebody brings a violin the next time, and the octopus holds it. He's got so many tentacles, he really got a good grip on it. He looked really cool. And he's holding the thing with a couple of tentacles and holding the bow and playing the violin, and he sounded really good. The devil came down from Georgia or whatever, and, you know, people were, hey, this is good. Now you see a couple of leaves left on here because the leaves are going to go right in here. It's a good way not to waste anything. Which, being the cheap fat guy, I don't like to waste things, so I try to avoid such waste. And so here we go. So the octopus plays his violin, and next guy comes up and he's got like a dulcimer or something, a hammered dulcimer. You might even find a picture of a hammered dulcimer on my page somewhere, although I play a mountain dulcimer which uses a pick. But the octopus can play the mountain dulcimer too. So I'm not sure which kind of dulcimer the octopus was playing, but he was playing some country tunes and some modern tunes. The octopus was damn good on that dulcimer. Next guy brings up some bongos, and the octopus had a real party with bongos. So he was playing 6 of them at once, only because he needed 2 tentacles to hold himself up. Still with me? Here we go. This is taking a little longer than I expected to cut up some celery. So anyway, we're getting to the punchline here. Hopefully I can keep it reasonably clean. Actually, if you have aversion to the F word, you'll probably have to close your ears or something. I don't think I have annotations on here. I don't have to figure out how to do that. When I tried turning it on, you couldn't read it. I think it maybe can't understand me. So here's these. These are going in the pot now. With the onions and celery in the pot. I have no idea how much carrot to put, so maybe a cup. Maybe less. I don't know. Last time the celery stood out, it wasn't so good. So going to be leaving me in a minute anyway. This is going to go on the stove for 25 minutes. I'm not going to be... I don't even have 25 minutes until I get another chip for this camera. I can only do 20 minutes of video at a time, so I better keep moving here. So the octopus plays the Mountain Dulcimer, and everybody's really drinking it up and having a good time and enjoying the music. And somebody next brings up a bagpipe. This is where we're getting close to the F word. Be ready. In fact, maybe I'll have the carrot done by the time we get to the F word. I can't say the F word because it won't be fun. I'll have to actually say the words. Let's get this carrot. The other piece of carrot is smaller. Forgot the time limit here. But see, this is why I like people to show stuff in real time instead of fast forward through everything, and you don't know how long it actually takes, how boring it actually is. You don't really get the experience. So they did that with the thing I'm getting for Donna for Christmas. I can't mention now in case she finds her way to the channel, but I want to see it. It has to be installed on in a certain thing, in a certain way, and I like to see the whole process. I don't want to see them rush through it and do measurements and stuff like, well, show me how to do it, because I don't want to, you only get one chance really, because it involves adhesive. So, alright, this carrot's not going to be quite a cup. Alright, we got celery, we got carrot, we got that. Oh, we don't have potato yet. I should actually fast forward past the potato because I can peel those suckers. Boring. Now the potato peels, these go straight to compost. I don't save these. Like I said, the only reason I save the carrot is for pig. I think that camera actually will tell me how much time I have left. I wanted to get through this part and then come back to you when the thing is boiled. It's going to boil for 25, and then it's going to get milk added to it, because I'm too cheap to use half and half. That's for the old lady's tea. Or for my tea if I don't have milk, but I can get 3-4 times as much milk for the price of half and half, which I like in my tea just fine. These big ass things have a little spots on them. Sorry about the bump. No. Looks like it only took 7 minutes so far, unless the camera's telling me how much time has elapsed, not how much is left, but I'm not sure. It says 13, so I either have 13 minutes left or 7 minutes left. But either way, I can cube potatoes that fast and get the water in there. And like I said, these are going to get slightly mashed with a masher, but they're not going to get mashed, they're going to get pieces. In fact, I might save some on the side. Actually, I don't know how I'd do that. I'd have to boil it separately, but I really do prefer the pieces. That's how the church lady made it. And she had bacon. I think she put the bacon in it and then had bacon to go on the top, so I tried, I had it the other day with bacon bits, which works fine. See. We think some nuts for using such a small knife, but the knife should go with your hand. It shouldn't be hanging out there, this big ass blade hanging out in front of you that you really don't have a lot of control over. I've always preferred. I mean, I use that if I'm cutting a roast or something, a top round roast that has big long slices. I use the appropriate blade, but not for this. Alright, this potato goes in the pot. That's cubed sufficiently. I dropped the piece, but I don't think dogs are going to go for it. They would prefer potato. And they definitely don't prefer celery. I've dropped celery too, and they put it in their mouth and spit it right out. This compost contains mainly coffee grounds and potato peels and orange peels and an occasional onion, eggshell. I don't put too much of that in there, but last year it produced excellent tomatoes. The year before, here's some black. The year before compost, so that black stuff, that's got to go. I ain't eating that, not even in soup. Nope. I was going to make pea soup today, and then I figured the peas are in a bag, they're not going anywhere, so might as well use the fresh potatoes while they're fresh. I had bought 10 pounds in Walmart of regular sized ones for more money, of course, than I paid in Aldi's. I was rather pissed at first until I found out the size difference. So basically, I'm dealing with 25 pounds of russets. I'll take that black out of there. Okay, good. I like russets for almost everything with a firm potato. I'm not too picky, of course. I use anything for anything, but there are certain potatoes you're supposed to use for certain things. I never play by the rules anyway. Not really cubes. Just kind of get them the same size so they cook evenly. They're all going to boil for 25 minutes. You can tell it's early. I don't drink coffee afternoon as a rule, but it's about 9 o'clock. I haven't had breakfast yet either. It's amazing I'm not ready to eat this raw. I hear the committee over there making a bunch of noise. Anyway, I forgot about the octopus. He's still in the bar playing the... Well, he's not playing anyway. Somebody brought him bagpipes. He's holding on to it. And tentacles all over the place. He's going freaking crazy. That's not where I use the F word either. That's freaking is okay there. Little octopus, instead of picking it up and playing it like he did with the rest of the instruments, he's in a frenzy. He's all over this thing. 8 tentacles. Now, I think that's all I'm putting in here for now. This is why I couldn't use the stainless steel pot though. It's a little too full. Now we're going to cover it with, put water in here, but not all the way up to the top. Going to leave some room. This, I think, is where I went wrong last time. I had too much water when it comes. And of course, as soon as it starts boiling, see, Even that might be too much water. I'm going to dump a little of that off. I might be able to add milk to it later. And I can still see water down there, but I don't know. I think we're going to go for this. Something, you know, I can still see it. I want a little less again. Okay. Definitely no puddles there. If something goes seriously wrong, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, 25 minutes on the stove. I don't know, I could add the salt now, I guess, but... Oh wait, now I gotta bring it to a boil and then cover it and simmer it for 25 minutes. So I will clean up here, and then I'll see you when we get back to add the milk. I'll probably have to go download this. I think I'm almost out of time, 21:33. I ran out of time, almost 34. It's moving, but I'm almost out of time. Okay, unfortunately, I had to continue without you because I connected to the computer to download the video and it was taking more than the 25 minutes, so I didn't know if it was going to work at all. So I hit it with the potato masher for probably like 10 bangs, 10. I have one of the old-fashioned potato mashers, one of these things here. If you're using some kind of a, you know, electric thing or whatever, just be careful. Probably better to take the spoon here and just whack it a few times. So it didn't have too much water. It looks actually pretty much the way I want. So I just took the milk jug and poured like that for, you know, a couple of seconds, just maybe half a cup, somewhere around that, not very much at all. And then I thought about adding some Donkey Dong. Can't go wrong with Donkey Dong. But that would almost make it a meal. So I'm holding off on that. Maybe I'll add a piece later if I have it later. But I did add a tiny bit of cheese food. This is the cheap imitation cheese stuff that melts really easy. So I just took, this is the lengthwise, so I just took this little bitty end off there and melted it in there, and of course, as you see it, it went right away. So when they tell you soup is made with love, watch out, because it usually means they eat off the spoon and then keep cooking with it. So that is excellent. I haven't had breakfast yet, so I guess anything would be excellent, but that is excellent. So I'm not going to add anything to it right now. Maybe bacon bits later. If I ever get around to having breakfast, I can have a nooner at probably 2 o'clock. I forgot what dinner is going to be. I had something in mind. So anyway, that's it. It'll sit here on the stove for the rest of the day, and maybe I'll put it in the mudroom later where it's still pretty damn cold. So, eat well, be happy. Bye-bye.